Hello there, hi, it's Dr. Craig from Loving Life Chiropractic, and today we're going to talk very briefly about examining a baby. I've got beautiful Bennett here. He's 7 months old. Obviously we start with babies as young as a few hours old, so there are different tests and checks that we do for them. We'll talk about those in a little bit later with my model here, but I thought I'd show you on a real live baby. So we've got a beautiful baby Bennett. So initially what we can do is we can measure the cranium from the OEP at the back right to the front. So we measure both sides, and this is really for newborns rather than 7 months old, because as baby's born their skull bones come out a little bit like an umbrella, folded down, and as baby comes out those skull bones form more correctly in the more correct format. So by measuring left and right hemispheres, that gives us an idea if there's an imbalance. And I'm going to answer 3 questions. The first is, why would we adjust a baby as small as this? Obviously, the birthing process in itself, even a normal birth, is quite traumatic. We've already talked about how the baby's skull starts as an umbrella and changes in shape just through the birthing process, coming through the birthing canal. And then, of course, if there's some sort of intervention, forceps, 1-2 delivery, they can put up to 20 kilograms of force. In fact, in excess of 20 kilograms of force. So we're talking 40-50 pounds of force. So that can do all sorts of things, changing baby structure. So that's why. But then in the first 3 years of life, baby falls over on average 5,000 times. At the moment, baby Bennett yesterday or the day before first started crawling. So obviously as he's starting to crawl now and he's getting his cervical curve, he'll then be walking and getting his orthodotic curve. But then there's obviously lots of falls associated with that learning process. So there's all these micro traumas that go through, and that's even before we're talking about, you know, babies slipping off the changing tables, falling downstairs, all these other more excessive traumas that they can go through. So that's why to us, that's why to us as first principle chiropractors, we love babies to stay tuned up. Okay, so we talked a little bit about the cranial check. I'm going to do palpation now, really. I'm going to talk about some more neurological checks. That's going to be in a different video. It's going to be the Moro reflex. We're going to talk very briefly about the inversion test that we do, just checking the top bone in the neck. The majority of chiropractors, when they're working with babies, just use a very light palpation, so that means touch. And it's about the pressure that you'd use to squeeze a tomato. Or a tomato, as we say in my country. But so basically what I'm doing is very, just like little heads of pins, as you feel the baby's spine, when you get to the place where the head of the pin seems to be protruded more than the rest, often they wriggle and wiggle. So they find it like an uncomfortable tickle. And the next question is, you know, what is a chiropractic adjustment on a baby? And it's not like we use with adults. Often there's lots of motion and big moves with adults. But baby spine isn't formed the same as an adult. Their sacrum is not in one piece, it's in 4 or 5 segments, depending on what stage they are as the cartilage forms. So there's all sorts of other considerations with baby, but the palpation, really key. A lot of babies have got vertebral segments that move posterior, and then palpation around the neck as well. The other test we can use, we've got a thermometer, a handheld thermometer we can use either side, just testing the temperature left and right, particularly at C1. The theory from BJ Palmer was that if the nerve system's out of balance in that area, you'll see 0.3 to 0.5 degrees C change left to right of the temperature. So we've got some devices that are often used in chiropractic offices. This is a pregnancy pillow, but it's wonderful to try and restrict baby a little. Bennett is crawling now, so he's going to be off like a shot. So normally the baby will lie nice and comfy in there, kind of enjoy it. Also we can use mum, we can lie baby on mum when we're doing the check. So if we've got mum and babies on the tummy, they really enjoy being there, so that makes it a lot easier. When we're doing a physical check, we're looking, there's a sacral check, which is people often use, basically squeezing the gluteal muscles together, the bum cheeks together. And you can do this at home. If you squeeze the bum cheeks together, the crease should be straight up and down. If it deviates to one side or the other, that gives an indication that the pelvis here is rocked, left or right. And then again, an adjustment for something like that would just be a very fine vibration, just like that. And often when you find these bones out of place, especially in the neck, you little smiler, especially in the neck, if we're up here at C1, C2, you find as you palpate, you find the bone out of place. Often baby actually just pushes his neck very gently onto where that restriction is, actually causing, you know, with your finger, baby's head rotation, obviously knowing where the restriction is, often causing the adjustment just there. So very light, very gentle adjustments. So I hope that's helped give you a little bit of understanding of how we work with babies and pediatrics. My name's Dr. Craig at the Loving Life Chiropractic. Thank you very much. And this is Bennett.